We're live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 107. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, show creator, the happy Patriots fan, my son Matt's.
I'm exhausted, but I'm a good kind of exhausted. You always have those kinds of exhausted, you know?
Yeah, if it was a rough night,
There's the type of exhausted where you wake up and you want to do nothing with life. You hate life.
Right.
You're like, I'm not doing anything.
I'm not doing it today.
But today's a day where you wake up and you're like, I'm exhausted, but I need to go rub this into everyone else who's not a Patriots fan. 5 straight people, 5 straight wins.
They are 7-4. We have a great show planned for you today. Our goal is to start your day off on a positive note. So if you like what we do here, please hit the like button, the thumbs up, and also subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live weekdays on YouTube and also available on all of your favorite podcast apps. And you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, concerns. There you see it, 774-473-9910. And don't forget, we have merch available. Whoop, whoop. Make it a great day. T-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. I got to order my hoodie today.
You do? Yeah, you don't have a hoodie.
I don't have one. All right, so you can check that out. Coming up today, Foodie Friday and McDonald's McRib. Is it really McNasty? Mm-hmm. We have a real nice Feel Good Friday story to share with you. Thanksgiving traditions. I want to talk about that. And who's the better singer, Taylor or Whitney? It's a debate on Twitter.
Wow. We might get some heat for this.
We might. Oh,
from both sides.
I know Taylor fans are really at it.
That's true.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, Mac Jones threw a 19-yard scoring pass to Nelson Aguilar. That was the game's only offensive touchdown. And I saw Kyle Van Noy go. I saw the defense go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Between him and Judon, who I'm really liking.
Yep.
Pats beat the Atlanta Falcons 25-0 last night. That was the last time the Atlanta Falcons were shut out was 2015.
Wow. Yeah, Bill Belichick's got 13 now with the Patriots.
Does he?
Yeah.
New England now 7-4, Atlanta 4-6, and probably one of the biggest notes of the night you told me was Joe Buck was saying nice things about Mac Jones.
High praise for Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And Troy Aikman as well. Troy Aikman said, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said that the Patriots have a quote because he was talking about Josh McDaniels taking over for Bill Belichick,
right?
And he was like, I don't see Bill Belichick leaving now that he has a quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years. And I was like, whoa! When do you ever hear someone talking about a rookie just guaranteeing that he's there for the next 10 to 15 years?
Poor Matt Ryan was sacked 4 times and intercepted twice. He was not happy last night.
And then my favorite part, if you're a Falcons fan, you might just want to take 5 minutes. My favorite part was they took out Matt Ryan.
Did they?
Because he was sucking at the end of the game, towards the end of the game. They took out Matt Ryan. They put in Josh Rosen, the backup, and he threw the pick 6 to Kyle Van Noy. And so they took him out, and the next drive they came out, they put in their 3rd-string quarterback, last name Franks, don't even know. I think it was Felipe Franks.
Wow.
And his first pass, he threw an interception. And at that point, it's like, do you just go out there without a quarterback? You know, you tried, you failed. Maybe you just keep the ball on the ground.
Kneel it 3 times and kick.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I felt bad.
That's now 7-4 after I was reading our friend Tom Stewart has a post this morning where he's like, I'm sorry, Patriots. I never gave up, but I did doubt. He called himself a doubting Thomas.
Yeah. I will say I woke up this morning, just went on Instagram real quick just to make sure nothing crazy happened while I was asleep. And there was a graphic that was comparing Tom Brady's start to his career to Mac Jones's.
Oh, wow.
Very similar. That's why I brought out the Tom Brady jersey today. Full disclosure, I was going to wear my Larry Zonka jersey.
Oh, were you?
But I can't find it. I don't know where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, if you missed it the other day, I bought a Larry Zonka jersey off eBay once, and it came from, like, South Korea, so I didn't get the sizing right.
Yeah.
So I gave it to Matt. So
I was going to wear it because, the Pats played last night.
Right.
Sunday, I'll probably be rooting for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is. Kat did say the Pats defense scored Josh 26 fantasy points. I saw that. Thank God I'm not facing Josh.
Which is interesting because Josh is an Atlanta Falcons fan.
No. Josh is I'm going to defend Josh here. Josh is a Patriots fan, but he enjoyed the Falcons for a long time. But I think he's given up on them.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, Josh is a Patriots fan.
Okay.
For sure.
Welcome to Friday. It is November 19th. 6 days until Thanksgiving, 31 days until Matt's birthday,
Hey.
36 days until Christmas, 43 days until the New Year, and 87 days until we watch the Super Bowl commercials, if that's what you're into. So 87 days till the Super Bowl.
Hopefully I'll be watching Mac Jones, but
It is National Play Monopoly Day. You love that game, don't you?
I would kill for a good game of Monopoly.
My thing with Monopoly, I think I've said this before, is always that it can take so
forever.
Yeah.
But that's the point, right? Like, who doesn't that sound like fun? Just an evening of Monopoly.
Yeah. It's also Substitute Educator Day, so we salute subs. Now, tell me, did you give subs a hard time when you were in school? Hey, we have sub today. Let's change seats.
No.
Let's do this.
Because I think a lot of the time the sub kind of knew. The sub knew nothing was going to get done.
What he or she was getting into.
The teacher knew nothing was going to get done, and I feel like that's the attitude you need to have. Don't give a sub like a bunch of assignments to make the kids do. Spoiler: they're not going to do it. So,
All right.
I'm not saying give them a freebie, but I don't know.
On the date book for today, on this day in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln delivered his Gettysburg Address. On this day in 1965, I don't know why it's not a national holiday. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts were created on this day in 1965.
That's a big Pop-Tart guy.
I think I vary it. I think right now I've got a box of cinnamon. Oh, you wouldn't like it. Cinnamon Pop-Tarts.
Well, they're cinnamon sugar, and the cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart isn't super cinnamony. So
Okay.
I do actually eat cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts.
Sometimes I do the strawberry.
Yeah.
And on this day in 1975, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, starring Jack Nicholson, premiered. Celebrity birthdays: the founder of CNN, Ted Turner, 83. Calvin Klein is 79. Ann Curry is 65. Actress Allison Janney from, probably best known for what was the West Wing. West Wing. She's 62. Meg Ryan, who I had a crush on back in the day, and your mom knows about it. Meg Ryan is 60. She's one of those actresses, though, that had Botox or something done, and it didn't come out too good.
Oh, Pete, you're always rational on people.
Jodie Foster's 59, and Adam Driver is 38. So who do we have in the chat? So
Let's see. Gail's here. She says more sunny skies to all.
All right.
Diane's here. Good morning, all. She said yesterday felt like May, and today it's definitely November.
Yesterday, I know they hit 70 in Boston. I don't know, it was like 65 here. And today it's in the 40s.
That's just annoying, we mentally prepare for the cold.
Right. You get your
and
beanie.
They smack us in the face to the point where everyone on Instagram, I don't know if anyone can relate, but everyone on my Instagram was like wearing, sundresses and tank tops, and they were like 70 degrees, November. It's like, just give it a day. It'll be back
change.
to beanies and hoodies.
Yep.
Let's see. Paul's here. He said, how many of those 4 losses could the Patriots have won? We were talking about this the other day.
Yep.
3 of the 4 losses, we lost by less than 3 points.
You lost to Miami
by 2 points or 1 point. I don't
because
remember.
of a fumble.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then what? The Cowboys was closed. Tampa Bay was closed.
Tampa Bay, we had a chance to win. We missed a field goal.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Brady would have had the ball back, so we don't know. But
yeah,
that's why our record doesn't really reflect our skill. I feel like because those games were all so close. The Saints game we lost, like we got our butts kicked.
Yeah,
but that was it.
By the way, I want to reply to Paul because get ready, stand by for the insults.
Okay.
The old guy couldn't figure out reply on YouTube this morning.
You've done it before. See,
I know.
This is what aggravates me, though, is you've done these things before, and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't figure it out. Then how'd you do it?
I did the same thing today. Paul commented about Oak Island, the show that I love watching. And I think he asked, what do you think? Will they ever find gold? I used to think they would, but now I don't. So I went to reply on that comment. I clicked the reply button, and it went to someone else's comment, went to Margaret's comment. And then I went on YouTube, and it said we had 2 comments. So I pushed comments, and there was only one. There was only Margaret's. So I don't know where Paul's comment went to.
Just disappeared into thin air.
It's in the Ethernet there. Internet.
It's in the Ethernet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So can I answer, Paul, about Oak Island?
You're a lot older than me. You're the dad. You kind of.
Can I reply here?
You're the one that's in charge. I don't know why you're looking for me for permission.
So, Paul, about Oak Island, I really feel good about this year. I really feel. See, this has gone on for 10 seasons. These brothers have been trying to find this treasure on Oak Island that many people say it doesn't exist anymore. They're wasting money. But they found traces of gold. What is it, 90 or 100 feet below ground? And there's no other reason why gold would be there. So, I don't know.
This has been going on for 10 seasons?
10 seasons.
I thought it was like a 2 or 3 season thing.
No. 10 seasons.
I
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
I was kind of on your side, but
Not anymore.
what I thought they were looking for wood,
No, they keep. Well, they're looking for the.
ancient wood.
They're looking for the tunnel, the original tunnel that was built. So it was built using wood.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I just know Sarah would always pick on you.
Yeah.
Oh, they found 100-year-old wood.
Yeah.
You're watching your show. Did they find any wood? Like, I don't know.
They keep finding wood, but this year they found traces.
To whoever says that they're wasting money, though, I mean, they're making
They're making
plenty.
boatloads.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a TV show. They're making some money.
Today's random question: do you have any Thanksgiving traditions besides the meal? I mean, do you go to a high school football game in the morning? Do you play family football in the yard after dinner? Do you have any football traditions? Do you all sit around and watch the parade?
Thanksgiving doesn't have to be football related.
Right. Yeah. Right. So whatever tradition you have, we'd like to know about it. All right.
So that we can copy you and steal your ideas.
Feel free to put your answer in the chat, or if you're listening later in the day, you can put it in the comments, and I'll try to find it. And you can also email.
He'll find it. He won't be able to reply to it. But yeah.
Shall we get the football picks before we do the
that's right,
news?
yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Football picks for week number 11.
Football picks.
Thus the football. I was trying to think what we're going to do after the season. Because I did...
like in place of this?
Well, I did...
for you to wear.
Yeah, I did Funky Shirt Friday. I was thinking about on Fridays we'll wear flannel.
I only have like 2 flannels.
Okay. We'll think of something. Okay.
All right. Apparently, we're going to think of something. All right. Here's our records.
What do we got?
Look who's in the lead.
Ooh.
Hey. All right.
I got a rebound here
All right.
after a bad week.
Colts, Bills.
Colts, Bills. I'll go with the Bills.
Same.
Okay.
Although the Colts haven't been playing horrendously bad.
Did we ever hear if Carson Wentz, if his wife had the baby?
No, we didn't hear.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Ravens, Bears.
Ravens.
Also going to go Ravens. Lions, Browns.
Browns, because we don't pick the Lions.
Yeah.
You think they could here?
See, I always struggle when a team gets slapped the week before. The Browns got pooped on. I told you.
Right.
Guys. So it's like, do the Browns teams that get pooped on either come back the next week,
bounce back,
and poop on the other team,
yeah,
or they get pooped on again.
And Detroit did have that great tie where they didn't lose to Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Browns.
Okay.
Texans, Titans.
Titans. Yeah, definitely same. Titans.
Packers, Vikings.
Packers, Vikings. Packers.
Yeah, same.
Are we agreeing so far?
Yes.
Not good.
Yep.
I need to pick up 2.
Dolphins, Jets.
We might actually win, so I'll take Miami.
I'm also going Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will win this game.
Wow.
Because I think Joe Flacco's going to be the starting quarterback.
I've read that.
Saints, Eagles.
Saints against the Eagles. The Saints have been all over the place this year, haven't they? I'll go with the Eagles.
I'm also going with the Eagles.
Oh.
Washington, Panthers.
Washington.
I'll go first. I'm going to go
okay.
with Washington.
Washington.
Because I know you wanna differ from me.
Yeah, I'll go with Carolina.
Wow, Cam the man.
Cam the man.
49ers, Jaguars.
49ers.
Same.
All right.
Especially after that win on Monday night, Sunday night? Monday night. Bengals, Raiders.
Raiders. Now, last time I picked the Raiders, and I think the past 2 times I've been disappointed. So, yeah, I'm not going with I'm not going with them this time. I'll tell you, what's the other team?
You don't even know the other team. You're just going with them.
Raiders and
Bengals.
Yeah, I'll go with the Bengals.
All right, I'll go Raiders.
Okay. So we do disagree on 2.
Cowboys, Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is going to be a great game.
They're saying that could be a Super Bowl preview, although I don't think the Chiefs have it this year.
That's weird. I don't see the Patriots in that game.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Cowboys since last time I picked against them and I was disappointed.
You're going with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. The Chiefs have been kind of up and down all year.
Yeah, they have. They're not the same team that went to the Super Bowl.
And I've kind of been liking watching the Cowboys. I think I'm going to go Cowboys. I know you're disappointed because you want to be different.
Well, there's two.
Cardinals, Seahawks.
Cardinals, Seahawks. Ooh, that could be good. Seahawks got shut out, didn't they? Or almost last time?
I think they did. They did get shut out by the Packers. But the Cardinals also lost last week with Colt McCoy.
Is Kyler Murray, who is my fantasy quarterback, once again a game time decision?
Yeah.
They're going to tell me at 1 o'clock that he can't play?
Most likely.
All right. I'll go with the Cardinals.
You're going to go with the Cardinals?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Cardinals too, because at least the Cardinals put up points last week. Steelers, Chargers.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay.
All right.
And Monday Night Football,
Yes.
Giants, Buccaneers.
Giants, Buccaneers.
Sorry.
Buccaneers have lost 2, haven't they, in a row?
Are you about to pick the Giants?
No.
Oh.
I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Why would you lead with that? Sorry, Gary. I think I picked the Giants one time. They probably disappointed me. I don't remember, but
right.
yeah, I mean, you can't. The Giants against Tom Brady, can't do it. But that's the picks. That's what we got.
All right. We shall
It's a
see.
wrap.
See how we do. All right. In the news this morning, or is there something in the chat we should get to first? Or
Let's see here.
No?
Justin did say, wait, it's a true story. I think he's referring to Oak Island. So yeah, it's real life. It's reality TV, or at least so they make it seem.
they make it seem.
But I mean, all reality TV is real, right?
No, I've read the stories.
Oh, okay. Gail says, Matt, give us old folks a break. We have decades of information in our heads to keep sorted.
I'll show you after the show, or I can show you right now that when I try to reply to Paul, it goes to Margaret's comment.
Well, all I know is the other day I sent you a video to watch. Actually, I think it was Foodie Friday that you guys are going to see. I always send it to him just so he can approve of it. And I needed him to pause it for something. He was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's the, he was just tapping the screen. He's like, where's my pause button?
It didn't.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Who took my pause button?
The pause button is usually in the middle.
It was in the upper right-hand corner.
Sometimes down here. It was up here.
I think it's because you were watching it in the message thing. So it was different. It was there, but it was different, and that threw him for a whirlwind.
If nothing else.
A whirlwind.
If nothing else, I provide the young man with variety. Right?
Variety?
I keep screwing different things up.
I guess that's. I mean, while we're on the subject,
yeah.
The ongoing joke is that Trish doesn't know how to print out PowerPoint slides. She did it herself, but she didn't know that there was like 50 slides.
It was like 29 or 30.
So 50, and she printed all of them out. Now I don't know how big did she go. One slide on each page.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Because you have different options.
All I know is we were out, I think it was Sunday after church, and she said, I want to stop at Staples. We need an ink cartridge. I said, we do? And she says, well, yeah, I used up a lot. I don't want Matt to be caught without ink.
Because we just got this printer. Like, it's a new cartridge. And she walks in and she hands it to me. And I was like, why? I didn't ask for this. And she was like, oh, no, you might need it.
You might need it.
I was like, why? And she was like, well, I printed out 150 slides. Yeah.
30.
150.
Okay.
Back to you.
In the news today, Apple is now letting some iPhone users fix their own phones, but not me, of course. A big reversal from the previous policy, which only allowed Apple-approved technicians to fix the phones. The tech giant revealed this week that it will enable users of 2 of the newest iPhone models and eventually some Mac computers to get access to genuine Apple parts and tools for consumer repairs.
You have to know how to use your phone before you can fix it.
Thank you. Yeah. Apple is launching an online store for self-service repairs early next year and says it will have more than 200 individual parts and tools for making the most common repairs on the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 13.
Because the first thing I always think when one of my Apple products breaks is, man, I want to fix this myself.
Many dog owners are guilty of it, including this guy, letting their dogs feel the breeze by sticking their heads out the window. He's cute when he does that. Blows his hair back.
Yeah, you got to be safe about it, though.
Even people passing by enjoy seeing the faces of the puppies out the cars. But animal experts are not smiling because they say it is dangerous for our four-legged friends. Cape Coral Animal Shelter executive Liz McCauley says it's not a safe thing to do. I always tell people, would you let your kids hang out the window while you're driving? Good point. When hitting the road with man's best friend, experts say it's best to buckle your buddy in. How do you think Charlie would do with putting a seatbelt on him? I don't know.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like that.
Not only does it protect your pet if a crash happens, but it also keeps them from sticking their head out the window or the sunroof, both of which could be just as dangerous. Now, if you're wondering what is a danger, well, she says, you always see motorcycle riders, they usually have some sort of protection, either a windshield on the bike or they have glasses on. She says if your dog doesn't have that, they could get bugs or dirt in their eyes as you drive. Imagine all the dust and tiny rocks that get kicked up and go right into your dog's eye. That can lead to irritation or even infection. Not to mention if you get in an accident. If you're in an accident, the animal could be ejected from the vehicle. So.
Yeah, I mean, we normally just leave it open like a crack.
Right.
So Charlie can kind of stick his nose up there if he wants to. But
there was one day where I let it come down. It's just and I did it so he could stick his head out, and he seemed to love it. But
yeah, but I worry with Charlie being so young. This is what I always worry, is that he doesn't just really understand what's happening, and so I don't know if he catches a whiff of something or hears something, he'll jump out and not even care.
I am holding the leash, so he can't. I mean, wrapped around my hand.
Okay, well that's because Trish sometimes will be like, "No, he's on his leash." I'm like, yeah, but he has so much slack, he'll just be dangling out.
I
of the
either
car.
wrap it around my hand, or we do put the what do you call it, the loop? We do put it over the car shift. So,
but that's what I'm talking about. There's too much slack there.
True. Are you trying to lose some weight? Experts say take a long look in the mirror. Researchers say looking in the mirror encourages people to enjoy in more healthy activities. Think about it. You look, you don't like what you see. Their studies suggest that the sinking feeling of seeing love handles and unflattering bulges motivates people to change their eating and exercise habits. They also found the presence of a mirror made unhealthy food taste less appetizing, which I disagree with because a cookie still tastes damn good.
Also, you're not eating the food in front of the mirror.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah,
I don't know if I agree with that statement.
They say people were more likely to opt for dried fruit rather than brownies and fruit salad instead of chocolate cake after they had looked at themselves in a mirror.
I don't know if that part's true.
If you give me a choice between fruit salad and chocolate cake,
I think no matter what, you still want that.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a little bit more discipline.
Right.
But yeah, it doesn't taste worse. Yeah.
A North Carolina man was charged with insurance fraud after officials say he faked an image to show there was a hair in his McDonald's burger. Officials accused Ronnie Truesdale of planting a hair on the burger after removing the wrapper. He filed an insurance claim with Zurich North American, an insurer for McDonald's, for pain and suffering, as well as $1,595 in medical expenses paid to WakeMed. The man was also charged with felony attempting to obtain property by false pretense.
I just kind of want to know, what were the medical expenses for?
I know.
Like,
and what was the pain and suffering because there was a hair on your burger?
What did the hair cause you to do? People they stretch everything as much as they can.
And Randall Park is set to star in a comedy series at Netflix that is set at the last Blockbuster Video. The streaming service has ordered 10 episodes of the show called Blockbuster, which is described as an ensemble comedy that takes place in the last Blockbuster Video in America. It explores what it takes, and more specifically, who it takes, for a small business to succeed against all odds. There is, in fact, still one Blockbuster Video that is still operating. It's in Bend, Oregon. It was the subject of the feature documentary, The Last Blockbuster, back in 2020. I'll have to find that.
Yeah, because I just don't really understand how they make money.
It must be...
My guess is merch. My guess would be like selling the brand of Blockbuster.
Good point.
That's the only thing I can think of. Because nobody is going to that store to get a DVD.
Well, unless it's like the community supporting a local business, and anybody who's really into nostalgia.
I guess. But
I'm going to go there Friday. No, I used to go there Thursday because I would try to beat the Friday rush. Maybe I could get something good on Thursday night.
I don't have too many Blockbuster memories. I just have one where me and Kat went with Nana. and I tried to get Nana to buy me a Willy Wonka chocolate bar, and she said no. That's all I remember about Blockbuster, and it's like the most Nana story. She wouldn't let me have that candy bar.
I do not remember that at all.
Because, of course, I was a kid, and I saw,
right.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or whatever, and
right. You wanted the Wonka bar.
I wanted the golden ticket.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it.
She wouldn't do it, huh?
Maybe that's the reason I'm like I am today. I didn't get the Willy Wonka chocolate bar.
Oh, Nana.
I don't hold grudges.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Is there anything I have a nice Feel Good Friday story.
Let's see. I guess I have some random question to answer, so I'll hold on to that. Gail said, my pups always wear their harness and are buckled up in the back seat. I also have a dog hammock covering my back seats for protection and easier cleanup. They can still feel the breeze from open windows. I have seen that. Like, if there's harnesses with like a loop in the back, and you just buckle. I think Sarah might have had one actually.
Okay.
And you loop the buckle through the loop in the back, so it's not like very restrictive. But if they try and,
if something happens, they'll be stopped. Yeah. Cool. Time for a Feel Good Friday story. And by the way, we're always open to yours. You can send it to us in an email. It's thepetebraley@gmail.com, or you can call our voicemail line,
or throw it in the chat right now.
Hey, why not? You could. When Kellyanne and Anthony Ferraro decided to get married, Kelly wanted to make the day extra special for her soon-to-be husband. Since Anthony is blind, she knew that he wouldn't get to view her in her wedding dress, but nonetheless, she was determined to make sure he got to see her on their big day. He would simply have to use his other senses. Combining a variety of fabrics, the custom-made, one-of-a-kind gown that Kelly came up with for her walk down the aisle was taken more from the pages of a book by Louis Braille than as a nod to the designers of traditional bridal magazines. Kelly's dress told a romantic tale in texture, one that was meant for her true love alone to read. Kelly's eloquent dress wasn't without precedent. For their first date, she purposely chose to wear a velvet dress so Anthony would be able to feel its softness. She recalls her sister teased her over that wardrobe selection at the time, but Kelly refused to give in because she thought Anthony might appreciate the gesture. And he did. So much so, in fact, that the example served as an inspiration for her multi-textured wedding gown. When the couple met at the altar, a jubilant Kelly urged Anthony to feel the dress. He told CBS, my mind was blown. I started crying. It was just like I was able to see Kelly. That was the best part. When I was feeling the dress, I was creating the image of an angel in my brain. It was just so beautiful. Anthony credits Kelly with the kind of empathy that's all too rare in this world. He says being able to put yourself in other people's shoes is admirable, but having the ability not only to understand that each of us is unique, but also to be willing to take the extra step, that's sometimes needed to make others feel included, appreciated, and loved. And he says that is a true gift.
Love that.
Yeah, that's our story for this week. And again, if you have anything you'd like to celebrate, just let us know in the chat. All right, Thanksgiving coming up next Thursday. You probably heard of the busiest shopping day of the year. That's the day after Thanksgiving, right? Black Friday. Yep. The busiest travel day of the year is usually Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Or Wednesday. Did you know that the day after Thanksgiving is also the busiest day of the year for plumbing and drain service providers? There are several factors that lead to this, including large gatherings, meal preparation, and kitchen cleanup. I just wash it down the sink. It overloads sinks and disposals. Many Thanksgiving hosts also have overnight guests who take showers, baths, flush toilets, might even do a load of laundry or two.
Is it sad that my mind went directly to, well, we do all eat a lot on Thanksgiving? Like, that's where I thought this was going. But that stuff makes more sense.
Would it surprise you to know that's where the story originally went, but I edited it?
Really?
Yeah, it originally went.
Why'd you edit it?
Because I didn't really want to dwell on bathroom habits. Everything else made sense.
But that's what the people want, Pete.
Okay.
The people want bathroom habits.
The people want the poop stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
So, yeah, Friday, if there are any plumbers watching, yep, you probably agree, right? Time for another Every Now and Then feature, Things We Didn't Know We Needed. There's a new invention that can let you pay for purchases with a high five.
What?
Researchers combined advanced metamaterials into flexible textiles to create a system capable of battery-free communication between articles of clothing and nearby devices. So I guess it would be like your long sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
That it's not really the high five. It's there'd be something in the clothing.
Okay, I guess I'm just not picking up on these stories. So it's gonna like substitute a debit card.
Yeah,
So you're still paying for the items.
Yes, you
My
are.
mind went like that would be the form of currency, and I was like, who's gonna sell something for a high five? Like that doesn't make any sense.
And I'll give you a TV.
Yeah, everyone's gonna go out of business.
Now this means you could potentially keep your phone in your pocket if you pay by swiping your phone, or keep your wallet in your pocket, and just by brushing your body against other textiles or readers, power and information can be transferred to and from your device. Now, as a person who bumps into things a lot, this could get pretty expensive.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Just bump into another person. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Just lost $20,000.
That's right.
Diane says a high five won't become popular because of COVID, and we don't want to transmit germs to total strangers. That's very true.
Very
Where
true.
my mind went was, coming from customer service. Can you picture like the Karen in front of you that is like screaming at you about something, and then at the end she's like, okay, if you finally work it out and she has to pay, and she's like, okay. Like you have to high five at the end. Like that, she like smacks you upside the face and she's like, there's your $20. But I don't know. I mean, as long as, do you give the person the high five? Are they setting up like a wall, like a little hand station?
Didn't say.
It sounds like a person.
Sounds like a person, yeah. Or it did say a reader, so maybe you hold up like a little thing. And
Yeah.
it says, hey.
Because, cashiers aren't going to want to high five people.
No.
That's just, no. Mm-mm.
And speaking about Diane's mention about high fives and things, I did it again yesterday. I gave a guy a handshake that I didn't plan on giving.
Yeah.
It's just so ingrained in me. I was doing an interview, and at the beginning of the interview, we were fine. We were both wearing masks as we greeted each other. But then this is for the cable TV show. And then when we got on the set, we are 7 feet apart. They've set it up properly. So we are 7 feet apart. Mask came off. So then we had a good interview. And at the end, I stand up and he puts his hand out. I put my hand out, and we're like, okay, too late now.
I mean, it's a habit. As long as you're, not gross.
Yeah.
Wash your hands, sanitize. Like, I'm just thinking, there's this one guy at Olympia. I don't know if I've told this story, but before he gave me his money, he like licked his hands and then flipped through his money and then gave it to me. And I was like, I need a shower. So back to the high five thing. Like, people are gross like that. Like, how do I know someone's not like,
Yeah.
spit handshake?
Oh. Not ready
Let me
for
buy
that.
my groceries, please.
All right, shall I prepare myself for the battle between the Taylor and Whitney fans?
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift and Whitney Houston fanatics are beefing on Twitter. One diehard Whitney fan wrote, Whitney Houston is better than Taylor Swift by a long shot. There shouldn't even be a question.
I like it when people do that.
So what? Shouldn't even be a question?
No. When people just like randomly start fights for no one asked, and they're just like, Whitney's better than Taylor.
A Swift fan fired back and said Taylor's talent is in her songwriting abilities. From the music to the lyrics, she is a complete artist. By the way, I looked it up. Whitney Houston did write like 3 or 4 of her songs,
Okay.
but her biggest hits were written by somebody else. Okay, but she did write some.
Gotcha.
Or I should say she was on the writing team, because it'd be like 3 or 4 people mentioned.
That's how most songs are.
Now, this whole debate started actually over that meme that I sent you that you told me was a joke.
Barstool Sports, yeah.
Yep. Barstool Sports, a couple of staffers there, Brandon Walker and Eric Nathan and Kelly Keegs. They were squabbling over the matter this week, and it went viral. They put up a meme that said, so-and-so's number best singer ever.
Yeah, they know how to stir the pot, and they put out a list of the top 10 singers, and they had Addison Rae at number 10. So if you don't know who Addison Rae is, she's a TikToker who released a song, because that's what you do when you become famous on TikTok. Even if you don't sing, you release a song. But But yeah, she made it to 10. She's released one song to my
Yeah.
knowledge, and
Yeah.
she made it to 10. So that should have been a giveaway that it was a joke.
Walker argued that Whitney Houston, who died at the age of 48 in 2012, belongs on the Mount Rushmore of female singers. However, Nathan and Keegs maintain that Swift outshines Houston, citing that the singer's abounding singing, songwriting, and director skills are way up there. So, I mean, I think definitely Whitney belongs on a Mount, because the Mount Rushmore has 4 faces, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
could work.
So I think definitely Whitney belongs there, and I think Taylor belongs there. But
Yeah, so
to say one is better than the other.
well, that's the thing that's annoying, and why I think it's funny that people just come out and start fights about it. Whitney's a better singer. I feel like you can't debate that.
I think the quality of
I'm
her
a big
voice.
fan of Taylor Swift, to be honest. I would consider myself a part-time Swiftie.
Really?
Part-time.
Part-time.
I'm
Okay,
not
part-time.
yeah, I can't go full-time like
Part-time.
these people, but I consider myself a part-time Swiftie. And I mean, it's no question. You see videos of Taylor Swift singing. She's a great singer, great performer, but she's not a Whitney Houston singer. She's not. Whitney Houston can sing, but Taylor Swift can write songs.
I think Taylor would even admit to that. I
think so too.
Yeah, I think she would say.
Yeah. I mean, Taylor Swift, killer songwriter, killer storyteller.
Yep.
The stories that she puts in her songs and the albums, this what she intertwines and the hidden meanings of things and the Easter eggs she puts.
What's the
And directing, like you said, like just the creativity that she has, probably better than Whitney.
Oh yeah.
But singing,
that side.
if we're talking just singing, Whitney by a landslide.
Yeah. What's the thing with Taylor Swift? It has to do with a scarf. Evidently,
That's a very vague question.
Well,
you're going to
there's-
get roasted by Swifties in the
there's
comments.
something in her song about how she left a scarf. This is her latest song. What's it called?
No. This is not her latest song. See, goodness,
right.
the Swifties. I got you, Swifties.
Okay.
As a part-time Swiftie, I'm going to inject myself in here.
It's not a new song.
All Too Well, probably the greatest song she's ever written.
Okay.
Came out many, many years ago.
Okay.
I don't know the exact year because I'm a part-time Swiftie, not a full-time Swiftie. It came out on her album Red. She recently is re-releasing her albums because there was a dispute with her former manager and record label
Who owned the rights.
Who owned the rights. She wanted the rights.
she's
They
redone
wouldn't
it.
give it up.
Yes.
So she's now re-recording her records on her own dime
I knew this. I just
in order to
misspoke.
release them. So she's releasing the album Red again, and she released a 10-minute version of the song All Too Well.
Okay.
Now, hear me out. In the song, there's a lyric about a red scarf
Yes.
that she left at her former lover's house.
Or a sister's house, something like that.
I'm trying to think of the lyrics. I think it was her former lover's sister's house. I don't know.
So now let me.
Okay.
So the theory
Mm-hmm.
is that she is talking about Jake Gyllenhaal,
Yes.
whose sister
Because
is
she was dating him at the time.
whose sister is Maggie Gyllenhaal. So it makes sense, right? So I guess there's some campaign. I don't know where I read it. Twitter, TikTok. There's some campaign that says, Jake, just give her the scarf.
Oh, they think it's all about the scarf.
They think it's on.
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
all
know.
about the scarf.
Oh, you don't think so?
This is why I'm a part-time Swiftie. I don't really know.
So I guess I have.
But yeah.
I have more research to do
But
this
I mean,
weekend.
that's a great example of the Taylor's creativity is she released a short film with that song.
Right.
And she directed it. She wrote it. That was her idea. So like, I don't know if that's something Whitney was even interested in doing.
Right.
So Justin said, it's art. There's no point in trying to compare the two. True. Because they're kind of different. Like you said, I think Taylor would admit that Whitney's a better singer. And I don't think that's even a debate.
And I think the other thing, I mean, at least we're closer in generations right now. But when people do this, and we've talked about this before, when people try to say LeBron's better than Michael Jordan, it's like, how can you? The game has changed. I think some athletic abilities have changed.
And the funny thing about basketball, too, is because with baseball, Babe Ruth would get toasted in this league. Like, Babe Ruth wouldn't even compete.
No.
I'm just going to be honest.
Right.
But basketball is interesting because you have a lot of the people that say nowadays, like, athletic ability is just better in the NBA. Because, like,
Probably.
the average height is taller. People are stronger. Because that's also, I mean, that's kind of like evolution.
Right.
People just get taller and bigger.
I saw a picture yesterday on Twitter of Larry Bird standing in a Celtics uniform. So picture Larry Bird, if you ever saw him play, or you've seen this picture, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Twitter caption said that Larry Bird looks like the frumpy white guy that gets picked last in a pickup game. Because if you look at him, he's no muscle-bound basketball player.
Yep.
But he had ability to the moon.
I mean, you had guys like, I don't want to misspeak, but I think it was Spud Webb, right? Who was really short.
Yep.
And, Nate Robinson is the first person that comes to Isaiah Thomas in the recent years that are pretty short.
And people said about Spud Webb, they said, oh, he'll never make it. He's too small.
Yeah. But nowadays, would he have made it? I don't know. So, but there's also the people that said they actually played hardcore defense back in the day.
Yeah.
They don't play defense now.
No.
So that's why basketball is interesting, because I don't really know how the other person would do. I think they would both compete. In the separate ones, but I don't know who would be better. You can't compare them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Back to baseball and Babe Ruth. Do you ever watch the John Boy media videos?
I don't think so.
This is a guy who comments on baseball games, and he's really good. He's I see him on Facebook. JOMBOY, John Boy.
Okay.
And he got a hold of a video, a film back in Babe Ruth's day. So we're talking the 1920s. So he started describing the game, and because they show the dugout, and there's pictures of the guys smoking cigarettes in the dugout. He analyzed Babe Ruth's swing, and he's like,
it's terrible,
stupid.
His diet was beer and hot dogs. I'm not saying current baseball players don't enjoy themselves, but there's a lot of training and diets that and dieting that goes into what is now. Plus, the aspect of baseball is just really comical because. Back then, it was the starting pitcher the whole game. There was no relief pitching. That wasn't a thing.
And he might go again tomorrow.
And if he starts sucking, too bad. He continues to suck. That's just kind of how it worked back then. Nowadays, you're facing somebody fresh out of the bullpen if that person starts to go. So you always have to be on top of your game nowadays.
They don't let you see him 3 times.
Yeah. Just a lot of rule changes, and the game was just so different that those baseball players would be terrible if they played it now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they could train and get better, but I don't see Babe Ruth putting down the beer and hot dogs.
All right, so can we agree that, I know we're probably going to hear it, but I think Whitney was the better singer, but Taylor has so many other weapons. So it's you can't really say who's.
You don't really compare them. They're two different artists.
All right.
Yeah.
A couple of country quickies here. Thomas Rhett's wife, Lauren Akins, gave birth to their 4th daughter on Monday. Lily Carolina Akins was born Monday, 7.5 pounds of pure joy, they say. Rhett and Lauren also share 6-year-old Willa Gray, 4-year-old Ada James, and 1-year-old Lennon Love. So they got a big old household now. And Jason Aldean, Brooks Dunn, Blake Shelton, and Zach Brown Band will perform during New Year's Eve Live, Nashville's Big Bash. That'll be on CBS. New Year's Eve from 8 to 11. We might actually have to watch. I like all those. We might actually have to watch that.
Yeah.
Before we switch to
also Brooks and Dunn. You said Brooks Dunn as if it was one guy's name.
I'm sorry, you did say Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Today's fascinating facts. Did you know that brunch was originally invented to cure hangovers? The meal was invented in 1895 by an English writer named Frank Berenger, who published an article called Brunch, a Plea, in Harper's Weekly newspaper. In his article, he described an alternative to the traditional Sunday dinner that he dubbed brunch. He argued that waking up early was no fun for those who had had a wild Saturday night, and that brunch was the perfect place for folks to gather around noon, recount the tales of their wild nights, and enjoy each other's company.
And restaurants were like, cha-ching.
From yesterday, our random question was, as you get older, what's something that becomes increasingly annoying? Half a dozen people said people.
Yeah.
People become annoying.
Sad, but it's true.
Chris said waiting in line for anything. Lori said people rambling when they tell a story.
Ooh, yeah, that gets me.
We also had votes for rude people, standing in line, commercials, children whining, not enough registers open at the market, And our friend from our baseball days, Teddy LeBlanc, he said stupidity.
Yeah, that's a solid one. That's a solid one. Back to the story one real quick. I feel like sometimes people that aren't good storytellers just enjoy that, like, they have everyone's attention. And they're like, I'm going to keep this going as long as I can. Like, I feel like we've all definitely been in those conversations where we're like, oh my God, like, I know how the story ends and it's not even good. But I'm sitting here waiting. Like,
well, how many times are you like, get to the point? What's the point?
it's like they enjoy the buildup. They're like, you're not going to believe this. This happened, but wait. This happened, but wait. They're like, they love the buildup. And then they get to the end and they're like, so that's why I switched to Charmin.
And you're all going, what?
This was about toilet paper. Are you serious?
How much of my life am I not going to get back?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, today's random question. Do you have any Thanksgiving traditions besides the meal? I mean, besides gathering and having the meals, there's something that
Unless
that
you got a
family
funky meal tradition, I'm down for, like, do you get Chipotle? Like, you're like, my tradition is I eat a turkey burrito instead of a chicken burrito.
I'm trying to think what we do. We always tape the Macy's parade.
Yeah. Well, that was for when we were at football games.
Oh, right, right.
But now it's just been because we realized, like, wow, this is great. No commercials. So
Yes.
So we just kept doing it. Plus,
Yeah.
we get to sleep in. You know.
True. So, and we do watch the football games.
Of course. I'm not looking forward to the...
What is it? The Lions and Bears are in the first game.
Yeah, that's right.
The second game, I think, is the Cowboys and the Ravens. So that's...
No, the Cowboys... I think it's Cowboys Raiders.
Raiders.
Which I think is going to be a good game.
That still could be a good game. Yeah. And there's also one at night, but we don't watch that one that often. Because
most of the time, the what do they call the
tryptophan kicks in and you're asleep. Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Or usually, haven't we just recently started watching a Christmas movie that night?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So what do you have for a tradition?
Let's see. Who was first?
You can let us know in the chats and also comment later, or we'll put it on Facebook.
Gail's is cool. She said, we each get 3 stones at our plate. As we're eating, we pass a bowl. Each places a stone in the bowl and recalls a gratitude and passes it on. The bowl travels around the table collecting blessings.
Nice.
That is creative. I like that.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Kat says, my new tradition starting this year is working the Thanksgiving Day football game for Norton.
Yeah, that's right.
I think Kat's like contractually obligated to market the game. I think that's why.
She has to market.
No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, this is her. Is this your first year, or were you there last year? No. She started after Thanksgiving. Oh, plus they didn't play because of COVID on Thanksgiving.
Oh, they didn't?
No, I remember I did a blog with my cousin Harry Lowe, is the offensive coordinator for the New Bedford High team.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a blog with him about what's it like. He was like, we were lost, you know. I mean, we always do this, you know. So
let's see. Diane says, starting a new tradition of celebrating Native American heritage, not the totally false history of Pilgrim Craft that was written by white Europeans.
Okay.
Agreed?
Yeah, I can't disagree with you.
Yeah. Let's see. Justin says, we have the classics, but also all kinds of Portuguese food and desserts. I want to go. I can't. I'll be in Virginia.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone mail me Portuguese food.
You love that, don't you? You love cassurla, right?
Yeah, phenomenal. I don't have it enough.
No.
I know a couple people that make it.
I don't have a recipe. Maybe I should try. I don't know.
Then
you're gonna rate me.
I think you would need to get like the blessing of the Portuguese community
okay.
in order to step in there.
All right.
They don't want you butchering their recipes. Diane says, Matt isn't Rhett the artist who adopted a child because they had difficulties. Yeah. Yep. Thomas Rhett is that artist.
Isn't that funny? They adopted a child, and then right after that, it's like she got pregnant.
He has a whole song about it. It's what's it called? Something about life. Life Changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good song. Check it out. It's his life story. And that's it.
All right.
Do you have any traditions, Pete?
Well, I just think, the ones I mentioned, I think watching movies, watching a Christmas movie at night, I think after it's all said and done.
Yeah, I think what's difficult is like we're always in different situations for Thanksgiving. So
lately,
things are always changing.
The past
so it's
few
tough
years.
to keep it's not a bad thing, but it's tough
Last
to keep
year,
the same things.
Last year I was taking care of Liam, but I came home for Thanksgiving.
Yep, it was a quick trip.
Yep. It was just us. but this year we're going down there. So yeah, so traditions change.
Maybe we'll make new traditions.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. All right. How did we get going on this the McRib thing? Was it just, I guess, in our witty banter?
I don't know. I don't really know how it came up. I think someone told us that the McRib was back. And I was like, I never had one. And then everyone just sounded off about it being nasty.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
So we decided that we did, and Diane was right. So she sent us a message and said, so, I guess Thai food is being pushed up. We are going to get there. Yeah. We are going to do a
The
Thai
McRib
food.
seemed more urgent.
All right, because I don't know.
Because it's time sensitive.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know when they're going to take it
We
off
needed
the
to get
market.
that one out of the way.
Yeah, is time once again for Foodie Friday. So today on Foodie Friday, we're trying the McRib sandwich. Now, when we mentioned this, we had a number of people comment in the chats that it was nasty. In fact, we have
direct quotes that say the McRib is McNasty.
So we decided that we would go to who we think is the number one McRib fan
That we know.
Yeah. So here he is, former colleague of mine. He's been in radio. He's a stand-up comic. He's into web designs and all that stuff. Let's bring in Larry Soares.
Hello.
Larry, it's Pete. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. So Larry, we've had people tell us that the McRib is McNasty. How do you respond?
What?
Yeah. How do you respond to
That's
that?
my response. That's my what? Those people clearly have not had a McRib. They look at it. I have a lot of people that look at it and go, "Ugh, how could you possibly?" You have to try it to truly love it.
And you've had a love for this for how long now?
Oh, since I was a kid. I remember a while back. I remember it came around the holiday season, I believe. So every year, right around Christmas time. Obviously, we're still in November. But I remember they used to market it around the holiday season, and it was popular for a while, and then it disappeared, I think, for a little bit. And then out of nowhere, or maybe I was just going to the wrong McDonald's, I stumbled across it again. I'm like, yes! Like every time I come across the McRib, if I happen to be traveling around this time of year or going to different McDonald's here and there, because it's come to a point now where it was hard to find, where they actually released a McRib locator.
Right.
You even mention McRib to the dogs and they just go crazy.
I guess. So it's almost like you guys have like a cult following. Do you feel that way?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's either it's touch and go. It's either you really like it, or those people that say, McNasty. Those are the two camps.
How does that make you feel now, Matt?
I'm nervous. I don't know what camp I'm going to be in.
It's a pretty simple sandwich. I mean, it's basically like what's funny is, okay, if I gotta, there's a lot of, you can't go in thinking, okay, I'm eating ribs. It's absolutely not the case. So it's like it's pressed into a rib shaped like meat. So it's like it's processed, obviously. Yeah. So it's not like you go and you get like ribs that fall off the bone. It's not like that. It's not like they take like shredded rib. It's a rib shaped whatever it is, and I don't care. I call it delicious. And then it's just basically they slather. If you don't get one, and they always are very generous with the barbecue sauce. So don't wear any clothing that you don't want to get dirty, because
for a second I thought you wanted me to eat it naked. I was like, I don't know if that would be a good experience for anyone.
You know what? If you take that to that level, that's completely fine.
Okay,
or
yeah,
that's like a completely different camp of the McRib. Those are people that just haven't got to that point yet. But
special group.
You got me thinking. But so it's the rib, the sauce, and then it has onions and pickles on it, and that's it.
Oh,
all right.
We'll give it a shot and see what happens.
All right.
Yeah, and please let me know how you feel, because I'd love to have more people aboard the McRib train.
Well, we'll give it a shot. Thank you, Larry.
Enjoy.
All right, in the car, and we are off to get the McRib. All right, I got the food. Let's take it to the stew. All right, shall we try it?
I guess we're doing this.
Well, wait a minute. Larry did say it's kind of messy, right? I wonder if I should give myself a dip. No?
Is it going to stay? All right, let's see.
All right, so yeah, we went to the McDonald's.
Got the McRib. Did you call it the McDonald's?
Yeah, I did. We went
as
to
opposed to the other McDonald's.
Yeah, we went to the one near us, and as Larry said, they might not all have it. So,
yeah, this one had it.
Fortunately. Yeah. Ready?
We're doing this. Cheers.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Making a mess.
Did they always give you this many napkins, or did they know we ordered the McRib?
They probably knew.
I don't think it's nasty.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I'm pleasantly surprised, actually.
Because he was saying what? It's like processed meat or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually sense a pork taste.
I might even go as far as saying I kind of like it.
Whoa.
I don't think I would order it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm only eating this because we're doing this.
I agree. I don't think
I don't think I'm not going to order what I normally get at McDonald's for this.
Right. But you'll go with this?
But I'm going to eat this. I'll eat the rest of this.
It comes with pickles and onions.
Yeah.
And true confessions here. We took the pickles off.
I don't do pickles and onions.
Oh, you don't do the onions either?
No.
All right. I have the onions on mine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, we're rating it? That's right.
I'll go, I was going to say 6, maybe. I'll go 7 out of 10.
I'm going to go... wow, that was a higher score than I expected.
All right, then I'll go 6. I'll go 6 out of 10.
I feel like I just bullied you, though. What's your honest opinion? Your gut reaction, what was it?
I was thinking 6.
Okay.
But then, so I'll go 6 out of 10.
I'm going to go 5 out of 10.
5.
Because I feel like with 5, like I said,
It's okay.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'll eat the rest of it, but I'm probably not going to order it again.
Okay. So there you go.
5 out of 10 from me.
We don't think it's McNasty.
6 out of 10. Yeah, I don't think it's McNasty. I think all you were kind of... I don't know.
Kind of hating on the McRib.
Maybe not giving it a chance.
Kind of hating on the McRib.
I say give it a chance. I don't think you'll hate it. I don't think you'll love it, but I don't think you'll hate it.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what we think of the McRib.
Yep. And if you have anything else that you think we should try, some restaurant, or if it's a national chain like
this one, yeah.
Yeah, we can go on. We'd love to do it on a future Foodie Friday. Wasn't that bad. I mean, did you finish it? I did finish mine.
I finished most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you people. I ate most of it, and then I also got a McChicken, so I ate that.
He had me pick up 2 McChickens in case we really didn't like it, so we'd have something for lunch.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in
case.
Yeah.
But yeah, he finished the whole thing, which I was kind of surprised at.
Yeah. And had no ill effects later.
We do have some people disagreeing heavily. Diane says, McRib debuted while I was living in Florida around 1987. I took 2 bites, brought it back to the counter, and said, I want my money back because this is McNasty.
Wow.
My question to you, did you get the money back?
Yes.
I would love to know. She said, mystery meat. True, but everything is at McDonald's.
I mean, I'm a guy that likes Spam, all right? So what can I say?
I mean, it's not like getting a quarter pounder instead of a McRib, you're some like health conscious person all of a sudden. Like that's not true. I mean, it's all mystery meat.
Yeah,
it's just
pretty
a
much.
different type.
Yeah,
it's pressed in a different way. It's probably like, I don't even know, styrofoam. Diane says, cheating, you have to do it, and it's complete ingredients, pickles and onions. What if I'm not, but what if I was allergic to pickles?
I know.
Would that still be the case? I have to risk my life, Diane.
And I don't like pickles. I don't like the dill flavor.
Gail said, no, not ever going to get the McRib again. Tried it when it first came out. No, thank you.
All right.
I mean, if you rewatch it, I said I was never going to order it either. But I said it's not that bad.
Yeah. I don't see myself ever getting
And
it
I'm a
again.
person, if I don't like a food, I rash on it. Potato salad, I will openly rash
You
on
have.
it. And I
You
said it's
have.
not that bad. Paul says McRib is horrible. Tastes nothing like a rib. Processed wonder meat. Best McDonald's sandwich was McLean Deluxe from 90s. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever have that?
I remember the McLean. I can't remember if I actually had it.
Well, I was a baby, or
yeah.
I wasn't born, one of the two. So I never had it.
And it wasn't around for too long, was it, Paul? I think they discontinued it like after a year maybe.
Yeah, I think what Larry said helped, though, because Larry told us straight up, don't expect to go and eat ribs.
Right.
Because that's not what it is.
Right.
It is processed wonder meat. Yeah.
Now, true, if he hadn't told us that, might have
had a little
might
bit
have been
higher
very disappointed.
expectations. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't terrible. I'm never going to order it again, but it wasn't terrible.
If you have any suggestions for a Foodie Friday, let us know. We are going to get Thai food at some point, and there was something else maybe we can do this at another day. The French fry challenge to
that's right.
try
We do have to do
Wendy's,
that,
Burger King, and McDonald's. Right?
Yeah, we'll have to do that. It'll be tough to keep them all warm because we got to travel all around.
Well, I think what I did when I did it for radio, I would go to Wendy's and I would eat it
Oh, we record it like in the parking lot.
in the car, whatever. You got, because you're right. You got to have them when they're hot.
That's interesting.
So if you go to free
we'll have to
places.
discuss the logistics.
Right.
Diane did get the money back because she's, in her words, an assertive B word. So, yeah. Well, congrats for getting the money back.
Yeah, glad you got the money back. And yes, Justin, I was wearing my BSU vest the other day.
Yep.
But they're not the Golden Bears. We don't get that joke. So
I'm trying to think. Maybe I just forgot. Maybe that was a joke and I forgot.
Okay. That'll do it for today. Anyone having a Friendsgiving? I would think it's this weekend, right? Or maybe it's next weekend.
I've seen some people already have one. Yeah.
Does everybody know what a Friendsgiving is? That's when you just get together with a group of your closest friends and pretty much have a Thanksgiving dinner.
So me, Charlie, Trish, we're all going to...
Can I come?
Oh, this is awkward.
That'll do it for today. Don't forget, we have merch available now. The link is in the description down below. Hopefully, we started your day off on a good note, because that is always our goal here. If you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live here on YouTube, but we're also available on all of your favorite podcast apps, so be sure to check that out. We will be here Monday, but as far as the rest of the week, we're
taking a Thanksgiving break.
Yep, going to hit the road on Tuesday, and yeah. So don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, comments, birthdays, or anniversaries at 774-473-9910. We leave you with a thought for the day, and our thought today is, well, it actually comes from a Facebook posting from our friend Mary Jane, who had her birthday yesterday. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
So she posted this, and I'm borrowing it, okay? See, we don't steal, we borrow.
Do we give it back afterwards? Does she want? I just note, by the way, I'm sorry, side note, I just feel like I need to address it before I get rashed on.
What's that?
I realized during Patriots trivia, rewatching that, that I say afterwards instead of afterwards.
You say
afterwards.
Wood? Like out in the woods? Oh, wow.
And I am very disappointed in myself. It doesn't even make sense.
Did anyone notice that?
Afterwards
is
what it should. Afterwards. I'm gonna exaggerate it now.
Okay.
Yep.
Every time.
Sorry.
Our thought for the day today. Sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the life you're actually living. No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.